Hi comrades, viewers Kayveeyes. We are continuously discussing about the strike charter of demand, in particular about the policy offences against the under the charter number 1. A very important demand has been placed by the Postal JCA, that is withdraw RTN, stop abolishing of RMS sections and resume all transit sections of RMS, strengthen L2 offices, withdraw recent orders of 36/2022, wherein merger of CRC with CH and NSH in a single hub has been instructed. Stop nodal delivery centers for delivery of parcels and central delivery centers delivery of speed post letters. This is one of the important demand they placed in the charter of demand. What is that 30th/6/2022 orders? They are mentioning to withdraw the orders of 36/2022, in which the order, what this order says, during 2010, when the mail work optimization project was introduced, national sorting hubs, intra-circle hubs, and similarly CRC for the registered L1 and registered L2 offices have been formed at the time of MNOP. Now they want to merge. Now at present actually 93 NHS are working, 148 ICHS are working, 91 registered L1 including 2 hubs in the APS, and 225 registered L2 offices are functioning across the country. All the post offices are mapped with these sorting offices. Now the department issued orders to merge the registered sorting offices with the speed post. Actually speed post is separate and the register is separate. They want to make it separately. Ultimately it will lead to closure of L2 offices. Many L2 offices, actually there are more back routing are there after the introduction of speed post hub. During 2010 we had a lengthy discussion. Comrade D.Theagarajan was fought like anything during that time, which I could recollect. At one stage we were not having sufficient material, then we walked out the meeting, and thereafter next day we went there and we discussed and we somehow we managed at that time. But today they want to merge the registered sorting offices with the speed post sorting offices. What it will happen? What will happen? Whether it is practically feasible, number one. Secondly, what will be the fate of the L2 offices thereafter? If the sorting offices and register offices are merged, what will be the position of L2 offices? L2 offices, naturally, when the registered traffics are transferred to speed post offices or L1 offices, naturally there will be no work. And you cannot justify the continuance of the L2 offices also. There is every chance of closure only. And secondly, the road transport mail RTN, after the corona period, the department is now sticking on the RTN. They want to transmit the mails through the road transport, because road transport now they are giving to the contract and there will be no expenditure. So ultimately they want to close the railway mail services they want to close. The RMS is going to be closed if the RTN is encouraged in full swing. The department is encouraging RTN. This is the basic demand. In our presence, Comrade D.Theagarajan is here, who was the General Secretary of the R3 Union of FNPO for a long time, and also dealt with the MNOP at the time of 2010. And today, he is aware of all the developments taking place in the RMS also. So I want to interact with him about the recent changes taking place in the department, whether these are all advantage to the RMS official or not. Welcome, Thiagarajan.
Thank you for calling.
You just actually about the RTN, L1 officers, L2 officers, registered hub, and also speed post hub, parcel network optimization project, PNOP, and all these things you can explain to my viewers in short, at the same time sweet also.
I will try. First, we will discuss about the RTN. The RTN hiring vehicles for RTN services.
Yes.
This was they discussed in the issue order on 4th May 2020. Immediately,
Yes.
both federation opposed these RTN services.
Yes.
We sent a big letter, joint letter. That
Yes.
was not even acknowledged by our department.
Yes.
And subsequently, you are aware that Corona came.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we are affected by COVID.
Yes.
Based on the COVID, and the department stopped all the trains to avoid the COVID transitions and all. They stopped all the trains. Before that, there were 268 RMS sections operating, functioning in 156 trains. Before Corona, before COVID-19, 268 RMS sections, 156 trains it was functioning.
Now?
And everything, all the 256 RMS section, 150 in the functioning in 150 sign, it was stopped on March 20th in 2020 based on the COVID. And subsequently, it is some RT services introduced in the month of May, saying that to deliver the postal articles and deliver the mail, we want RTN services. Therefore, we don't have the option. We are accepting RTN services at that time because there is no train.
Yes.
So, slowly, now, after the Corona, now 2 years is over, only 166 RMS sections were resumed in this 17 train.
Oh, 19 sections are abolition. 19 sections are abolition.
Yeah, 112 sections.
Okay.
112 section abolished almost. Indirectly, they did not say that it's abolished, but 112 RMS section is not resumed so far.
Okay.
112 RMS sections in 79 times, it is not resumed so far.
Oh.
And in that way, RTN service is utilized by the department, saying to reduce the operation cost. Okay, let us see whether they are reducing operation cost originally.
Yes.
Then why it is RTN? That is the important question. Number one. Number one, they say reducing operation cost. The haulage charge paying to the railway, haulage charge paying to the some government companies is more. Therefore, they are saying it is timing. The Department of Post is timing. Haulage charge is more. Therefore, we are introducing RTN. Whether it is true, that we have to discuss. Now, haulage charge is paying to the government. It is not, railway is not a private company. Railway is still with government of India.
Yes.
Whatever the money we spend for the RMS section, the money is going to the government of India only, not private, any individual party. But whereas the RTN, whatever the money we are paying, is going to the private individual. Some individual. There is some individual. So that the RTN services, tender and everything is finalized by the local people only. You know, by finalizing tender, how much money indirectly, directly involved, everyone is aware. We don't want to go in that. We cannot prove it on record. But it is true. Whatever whoever the company is taking RTN service, there will definitely there will be some commission that it will go to some people. It may and RTN private players, how much they are enjoying. Everyone knows. Ultimately, the RTN service lead corruption. First, it will lead corruption. After that, it will be more money. So far, what the amount they spend towards RTN, they are not ready to share with the trade union. We are
Yes.
demanding, see, what is amount knowledge that you are paying for the train, you give that amount, operation cost, what amount you are spending for the RTN services, that amount has to be shown to the union, then we can compare which is more, whether the operation cost is reduced as they claim. It is not so. I am definitely said. I came to know, I recently attended an RMS All India conference, my All India conference in Dalhan. One of the driver I discussed casually with Pune driver. He said for trip they are spend 50,000 rupees Pune to Mumbai. Pune to Mumbai 50,000 rupees. How much? Definitely that haulage charges compared to railway, it will be less than 50,000 rupees. I'm sure it will be 30,000 or 20,000, 40,000 only. So
Absolutely.
10,000 more. 10,000 more. Hyderabad to Bombay, they said, we are recording in the annual report also. 350 to some good amount we are spending from Hyderabad to Bombay. It is going to the money, earlier money is going to the Ministry of Finance, Railway Department. Whereas now the money is going to private person, not government. So
Okay.
it is, that we have to oppose it 210.9. That our now again they are saying in Dache Post they are having 45,000 vehicles. They said Dache Post is using only the road transport. UK Royal Mail Service using only road transport, whereas India we are using relying only railway line. It is not correct. They are talking. They are not hiding one fact and saying other issues. See, in Dache Post and Royal Mail, they are using 25,000 vehicles.
Yes.
UK, small country, is less than Chennai. It's
Yes,
less
yes.
than Chennai area.
Yes, yes.
Because you have visited Royal Mail Service, no?
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
we are
yes.
General Secretary visited Royal Mail Service. The
Yes,
area
yes.
which is very less, for which they are using 25,000 vans. 25,000. You purchase, if you go to the Dache Post, that is German, they are using more than 45,000 vehicles and about 15 trains and lot of flights that they are using. But in India, we are using only 1,400 vehicles. Not 2,400 vehicles only for Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta. Only 4 cities, we are 90% vehicles good. And only 10% vehicles we are using for the rural areas. So, such being the condition, these people are comparing the RTN services with the Dache Post and the UK Royal Mail Service is ridiculous. My point is the RTN service should be stopped and of the section which were prior to COVID-19, whatever the section, under 268 section, operating in the functioning in the 156 time should be resumed at the earliest. This is one of
Okay.
it.
Correct.
This is regarding RTN because RTN ultimately leads to the privatization of
Okay.
the RMS operation. So that is one point. Another point, this is what you call mergering speed post and registration channel merger. These people are not understanding whether they are understanding the speed post character, character. I do not understand whether who dropped this scheme. I do not understand whether the people know the RMS or mail operation. The speed post is with address concern. You are very well aware.
Yes.
Register post is person concern. Person concern. These are two characters. Speed post is a different character. Register post is a different character. Register post is person concern. Speed post is address concern. So, dealing speed post and register post in one of how far it's correct, how far it's correct, I do not know. Another thing, the speed post date is different and the register article operation mode is different. They say this everything. And you are remember in 2010, they discussed all these things earlier. It's not so. Before that, they discussed 2010 mail operation and they want abolish the mail officers. You informed. I mean, you have mentioned in your introduction feature. They called a meeting. Radhika Dorasamy called meeting. You and myself, you and attend the meeting. At the time, the Secretary General Raghavendra left to some other country. Therefore, yourself, myself, we went to meeting by 4 o'clock. That meeting ended with night 11 o'clock. Are you remember? 7 hours.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
went.
Yes.
Next day morning, we enter an agreement, and they based on that agreement, they formed one committee. That committee was McKinsey committee. The McKinsey committee, this L1, L2 process, they paid 12.66 crores as company money. That is, they're paying for proposal. McKinsey M&OP proposal. Department paid 12.66 crores. That we
Yes.
got all the information through the
Yes.
RTA at that time. So
Yes.
paying 12.66 crores, they got the McKinsey company, and it was after long discussion. I-Power committee was appointed. Myself, Krishnan was member. We discussed 6 round meeting. Finally, it was implemented. During the implementation time, they say we will not post any more officers. The 90, definitely 18 and L1 officers, 18 NSS officers will continue. Now, after nearly 12 years, they coming with the proposal. We are merging with the 3,000 and registration channel. It is actually it will lead to the closure of L2 officers. First attack on L2 officers.
Yes, absolutely.
L2 office, there is no need of L2 officers if it is implemented.
Yes.
L2 office, what mail will be there in L2 officers? Maybe 2,000 ordinary mail or 3,000 ordinary mail. They will say, what is the need of 2,000 ordinary mail, one office? We will make nearby. So nearby means the problem is in RMS. RMS division is very big. You know that if I start take Manado, RMS division, P division, what is the P division? It covers 300 kilometers, not 100 kilometers. It starts in Bangalore, ended in with Tanjavur.
Yes.
So if it is implemented for, let us see in the Tamil Nadu, then how many offices will be in the T division? T division, there are now 10 officers is there. After implementing of this people, maybe 3 officers enough. Remaining office will face closure. See, Jangalpat, what is the need? No need. And Dindivan, no need. Tripapuliyur, no need. Only Viluppuram RMS enough. Again, Mayiladurai RMS enough and Tanjavur, Trichy RMS enough. So only 3 offices remaining will be closed. Remaining will be transit mail office. Remaining will be transit mail office functioning with 1 hand or 2 hands. So this will happen throughout India. At least 200 L2 officers will need closure.
Yes.
If it is implemented in proper way. So under any circumstances, RMS employee should not accept this proposal. If we accept this proposal, definitely huge surplus. There will be definitely huge surplus starting extent, and ultimately it will lead the result of now it is the mail starting extent only 20,000. If it is implemented, our starting extent maybe 10 to 15,000 possibilities there. So we have to oppose the. No, they are not actually saying. They are saying Freeport and registration merger. It is not so. It is indirectly they want to say L1, L2 merger. It is indirectly. Automatically it will lead to L2, L1 merger. Maybe L2. Ultimately, ultimately it will be L1, L2 mergers. There will be a maximum mail officers maybe throughout country under 50 or under 20 will be if it is implemented properly. So it is duty of every sorting assistant, every brigade, every RMS class force should oppose the merger of speed post up and registration cells tooth and nail. This is my appeal. Any question you can ask me and I am ready to clarify.
Exactly. What you are saying 100% is correct. Already the department is having a proposal. They want to merge the PA and SA both the cadre together.
Yeah.
They want to merge both the cadre together, and they don't want to keep the separate offices, RMS offices like this. They want to merge with the RMS offices with the postal with the different names. Even the starting offices are also comes under the post office. Suppose in one bigger town, if there is a post office and another RMS office is there, both can be merged and both can be accommodated on one stage. What the government is now saying about the post office savings bank and IBB, likewise, there is a possibility of merger of starting offices with the post offices very soon. If the number of post offices are very less, I mean number of sorting offices are very less, there is every chance of taking merger of the RMS offices with the post offices. What D.Theagarajan is rightly said, we should oppose it. All the RMS officials should understand the seriousness and they should rise up to the occasion and oppose the 30th/6/2022 orders that merging the registered sorting offices with speed post, which ultimately close to L2 offices, and there will be more number of sorting offices will be closed, and there will be more number of officials rendered surplus. A problem will definitely be arisen. So this order has to be altered. That's why the Postal JCA has rightly placed this item as one of the items. That too they have included in the charter number 1 itself. It is very important one. So all the comrades should understand the seriousness of the issue and they should rise up to this occasion. This is the fervent appeal, joint appeal made by me and also D.Theagarajan before all the postal comrades. Be aware of this, be aware of the problems we are going to face. Be serious. Participate in the strike in full strength. With this, we are concluding. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you, Thiago.
Thank you.